everyone, Cass here, and guess what? Something interesting landed today, Meta Quest Plus. Think of it as Netflix but for Quest games. That's what Meta's first VR subscription service is like. But wait a second, there are pros and cons to this, so I got some inside info from Meta and we're going to talk about the maybe confusing parts of this new service as well as other Quest news. Let's get started. So the Quest store has been around for a while and has hundreds of games now. So let's be real, sometimes it's hard to decide what to play next, especially if no one tells you about the awesome hidden gems out there. So this is where Meta Quest Plus comes in. It's curated by the team at Meta, and each month they will help you out by picking one popular game and one hidden gem for you to try. It will cost $8 a month or $60 a year, and you get access to 2 Quest games or apps every month. The best part is that they're yours as long as you're subscribed. You can see which titles are picked by visiting the Meta Quest Plus page, which I'll link below. You can also subscribe for email alerts and notifications in both VR and on the Quest app. And you can set up automatic payments so you don't have to worry about it every month. As long as you keep redeeming games, it's like your game collection keeps growing automatically, which could be convenient to some. Quest Plus launches today globally, and to celebrate the launch, there's a $1 promotion. If you subscribe between now and July 31st, your first month will only be a single buck. But wait, there's a catch. You won't know what games are coming up. The 2 games are a surprise and won't be revealed until the first day of each month when they are ready for you to get them. This means no brand new games on release day, and that's another thing, we're not sure if bigger titles will be in the mix. Imagine a new game like Asgard's Wrath rolling out. You will have to wait and see if Meta will add it to Quest Plus. If your excitement is over 9,000 and you just can't wait, you might have to grab your wallet and buy it on its own. Plus, the Quest game library is not that huge, so the selection might sometimes be amazing, but other times it may not. We've got our fingers and toes crossed hoping for some epic picks though. But when talking about value, the monthly fee is not that bad. It's looking like a great bang for your buck, especially since a single Quest game can sometimes cost more than an entire month's worth of Quest Plus, so this could work. And we've got the inside scoop on the first games joining the club, Pistol Whip and Pixel Ripped 1995. Gotta give a high five to Meta for this, because Pistol Whip is seriously one of my top favorites, and Pixel Ripped really is an amazing hidden gem. Now you might be curious, what happens if you take a break from your subscription? Well, when you hop back on the Meta Quest Plus train, all the games you've claimed previously will welcome you back with open arms. Just make sure to claim your games each month while subscribed, or they will slip through your fingers. So if you hit pause on your subscription, you can't play them anymore. But once you resubscribe, you regain access to all titles you redeemed before. I think this is an okay deal. You could compare this with PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold. They also give out a couple of games each month, but here's the difference. PlayStation and Xbox also have online multiplayer inter-subscription packages. Meta, on the other hand, has been giving everyone access to online multiplayer for free. Thankfully, as far as I know, that's not changing on Quest, and let's hope they stick to this, because introducing a paywall for online multiplayer out of the blue would be bad, especially for indie developers. Now there's more to unpack, and I've got some Quest news, but first, a big thanks to Deep Dive Interactive for sponsoring this portion of the video. Sports simulations are one of the best genres in VR because they're not just fun, but also a fantastic way to bond and catch up with friends. Bocce Time stands out as a hidden gem. If you don't know about Bocce Ball, it's pretty simple. Players throw out a small ball called a polino, and then up to 4 teams take turns trying to get their balls closest to it. But there's a twist. You can block, knock, and even blast each other's balls in the process. It's easy to get into but tough to master, and incredibly enjoyable. Bocce Time boasts 12 unique courts, and if you want a quick match, go 1 versus 1 with random opponents online, or create a private room for up to 8 players. You can even take on AI across 3 difficulties to hone your skills. So grab your balls, it's Bocce Time. Check out the game on Quest or Steam with the link below. Let's continue. If you have multiple members of your family using Quest, then you're probably happy to hear that you can share your Quest Plus subscription using app sharing. So to get started, make sure to update the Quest app on your phone and headset to the latest version. You should be able to find the Quest Plus menu there. Then if you subscribe, you can redeem the titles each month month via the Quest Plus webpage, but you can also do it in the headset or in the Quest phone app. That's the gist of it. Before we move on to my personal thoughts about this, let's talk about the other Quest news. The newly rolled out version 55 is really nice. This update ramps up CPU and GPU clock speeds for both Quest 2 and Pro, boosting CPU performance by up to 26% and GPU speed by 19 and 11% for Quest 2 and Quest Pro respectively. As developers use these enhancements, you can anticipate smoother gameplay, a more intuitive UI, and richer content across both devices. Dynamic resolution scaling has also been enabled for both models, which means games and apps can optimize pixel density without compromising performance. This is gonna be fun on Quest 3. Additionally, the MetaQuest browser now accommodates multi-touch, compatible with both touch controllers or your bare hands. This makes zooming in or out or interacting with other web elements more intuitive and fun. However, some updates might raise an eyebrow or two, like the standalone Messenger app. Also, they've refreshed the Explore tab, now featuring short-form videos like those from Instagram Reels. But in essence, it's a seemingly minor yet significant update, I would say. So what do I think about this subscription? Well, let's put that thinking cap on for a sec. I think this could be a strategic move to offset the hardware losses that Meta's been making. Plus, it's a clever way to shine the spotlight on some lesser-known titles, or perhaps pump up the player base for certain multiplayer games. It could provide an easy way to discover new VR experiences without the need to search yourself. It might also rekindle interest among those whose VR headsets are gathering dust. And who knows, it could be just the thing the ecosystem needs. But the key factor here is the game selection. Quest has the most expansive VR library, but it's still growing and can't compete with gaming powerhouses like PlayStation or Nintendo. So in the long run, Quest Plus could be left with the lesser known titles. I'm not sure how valuable it will be then. Therefore, a strategy could be to subscribe only when a game you've been itching to play shows up on Quest Plus, potentially saving you some cash compared to buying the game outright. Now, from personal experience, I found value in subscription models like PlayStation Plus and Viveport Infinity from HTC Vive. They've been quite successful, which could bode well for Quest Plus. But I am curious about the revenue sharing dynamics for developers at Meta. If you're a Quest developer and you can share, please do reach out, I'm curious. Now, if I could make some wishes, I would love to see a subscription gift option. I mean, it would be a cool way to get friends into VR more. And how about some democracy? I would love to see a voting system so we can weigh in on upcoming games or genres. What do you think, and would you pay for Quest Plus? I would love to hear your thoughts below. And if you have any questions that I didn't cover, drop that below too. In any case, the verdict is that time is the ultimate test. Quest Plus is a new player in town, and we'll just have to see what that does for the community and perhaps how other companies might respond. If you want to know what games are coming out, you should definitely check out this video right here, because there are some really good games coming, and who knows, some of them might even find their way to Quest Plus. And thank you so much for listening to my rant today. I'm a huge nerd and I just love to research these kind of things, so thank you. Special shout out to our champs. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you're hungry for more XR nerdiness, subscribe to join us beyond reality.